Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Ladder Lounge, where we are playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode, I don't remember, because, well, actually I wouldn't even know, because everything is jumbled right now, with all the crafting stuff I need to do. Either way, I'm gonna be doing another one of these, this is gonna be another, basically, episode about, another, collectible, NPC, another custom deliveries NPC, there we go. So we had done Atkarik is what I started already. We have done Zloe and Heavensward, but that doesn't really matter too much. These people are technically in Shadowbringers, these two, because most of the Firmament is Shadowbringers content. Or in any case, I think it was released in Shadowbringers. Anyway, it's very confusing, but the thing I try to go for in this playthrough is I try to get to the quests that are on the level cap of the current expansion. So I was thinking about this for a while, and now I'm just like, nah, fuck it, I may as well just do these custom deliveries while there's still all the patches to do and a lot of content in there too. So I can finish these by the time I'm done with Stormblood. Lynn, what a coincidence that you should be here too. Nary a moment ago I caught sight of another familiar face, though his attire I thought it was anything but familiar. Ere I could hail our mutual friend, he hurried off in the direction of Sir Vendraw's Grace. It seems as though he did not wish to be seen, but if you are curious, mayhap you would like to seek him out. So that is the Shadowbringers quest. Jingle. No, what in the furious name are you doing here? I don't remember the voice that I gave this guy. Not that it is for me, a person you most assuredly do not know, say where you should be or shouldn't be. Nay, I was merely expressing my surprise at being in the presence of a great hero. If you say so, my lord. But why are you dressed like that? Ah, and there I thought I had disguised myself meticulously. Suppose I have to explain. You see, I had learned that Sir Vendraw's Grace is presently recruiting aides and came here to present myself for consideration. As an aide, I would provide support to the chirurgeons and nurses, such as managing supplies and seeing to the patient's everyday needs. While such staff are not fully fledged employees, they are afforded the chance to learn the healer's craft while earning a living wage. Not that I require such things, mind you. I recently had occasion to speak with a knight of my house, you see, one who was maimed in the line of duty, and I was made keenly aware that I was not doing enough to provide for those who had given me loyal service. By working here, I hope to redress my negligence in some small way. But that is not the whole of it, if truth be told. 'Tis also my hope that my service would set an example for my fellow nobles, many of whom struggle to accept that all Ishgardians are equal in the Fury's eyes. They cling to the old ways and look down upon the common folk. Yet now that I stand here, I find my courage has deserted me. The prospect of undergoing scrutiny is proving to be somewhat daunting, and I can't bring myself to step through the infirmary doors. Forgive me, Lynn, but will you not put in a good word on my behalf to the chief nurse within? Mariette is her name, and she has charge over her recruitment. No problem, bud. Greetings and welcome to Sir Vendraw's Grace. If I may say so, you appear as hale and whole as they come. I assume you are here to visit the patient. Oh, you wish to recommend someone as an aide? Coming from a renowned hero, it must be a fine candidate indeed. Begging your pardons, but I'm given to understand that the infirmary is presently recruiting aides. Why, Lord Charlemont, to what do we owe the honor of your visit? If you wish to make another kind donation, our staff upstairs would be glad to attend you. What can every man and his chocobo see through my disguise? Never mind. Now, while I'm always pleased to donate, that is not my primary purpose today. I wish to be considered for an 8th position. An 8th position? Are you certain of this, my lord? I am, and in this capacity I bid you think of me not as the Count of Durandare, but simply another Wish Guardian. Well, if this is your wish. I should mention that there is another applicant, an orphan girl by the name of Mei Li. Oh. I believe you are acquainted with her, Lin. She is the one who fell from the vault and was saved by a white dragon. Truth be told, she is too young for the work, but seeing her enthusiasm, I'm minded to give her a chance. If it isn't too much trouble, my Charlemont, may I ask you to fetch her from Rolandberry Fields? I would speak with the two of you together. Of course, I shall go at once. You know the girl, yes? If you aren't otherwise occupied, perhaps you can come along and introduce us. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, boom. Right. Freaking chocobo chick still running around here. Oh, it's you! Who's the old man? Your friend? This is Mei Li? Good gods, she should be so young. Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Charlemont, and I have been instructed to bring you to Sir Vendor's grace. Lady Mariette wishes to have words with the two of us regarding the 8th position. Really? Oh, perhaps you'll let me work at the infirmary after all. And you want to work there too, do you? Oh, come on, let's hurry. A fate. Or a fete. Fate. Fete. Anyway, I don't care about these. Well, you do get to, you know, experience the sound, like the music of it, so, which I think is the first time I've actually experienced it. I'm here, Mariette. You wanted to speak with me about working here? That's correct, little one. My thanks for fetching her, Charlemont. Now then, I requested your presence for no other reason than to ask you a question. Why do you wish to work here? Well, ever since Lynn and Vidofnir helped me, I've wanted to be someone who can help others. It don't matter who they are or where they're from. I want to help everyone. That is a wonderful desire. But know that the work at the infirmary is to be responsible for no less than the lives of others. There'll be trying times, but come what may, you cannot forsake your duty. For instance, there may be patients who would judge you, not less, but more harshly. Harshly, yes, on account of you being a child. But you cannot allow yourself to be discouraged. And at a bare minimum, you will be expected to know your letters and numbers, for lives could well depend on it. Do you think you will be equal to the task? Well, I teach us letters and numbers at the orphanage, but I'm not much good at it. And you, Charlemont, I feel obliged to point out that many of our patients as commoners who are commoners who once served nobles as soldiers. When they discover your identity, there are those who may assume the worst of you. That you are, for instance, and forgive me my bluntness, an eccentric nobleman indulging a whim. They may not speak their minds, but their conduct towards you will be more than telling. In the face of such disdain, do you think you will be able to perform your duties? From my service, in the full awareness that some may not take kindly to my presence, regardless of how I am treated, I am determined to perform my duties to the best of my abilities. Be it as it may, I confess I do not always know how best to relate to the common folk, and I fear it may cause me to struggle to win the patient's trust. For a foreign merchant, you can win over your own people. Yeah, it may not be easy, but I do have faith in him, yeah. Rest assured, none of this deters me from my course. If there is one thing I have learned, it is that anyone can learn, so long as they are willing, and for a blessing I am in the presence of an ideal teacher. If you would be so kind as to teach me about your world, child, I will be glad to tutor you in letters and numbers. As individuals, we may have shortcomings, but together we can overcome them to better serve the needs of those in our care. I'm willing to learn too. Mariette, please, give us a chance. Very well, I believe I have heard enough. On behalf of all of us at Sir Vandro's Grace, I welcome the two of you to our crew. Though I have spoken some stern words, know that I will be there to help you on your way. Now without further ado, I shall assign you your first task. Our stores of daily necessities are dwindling, and I would like you to replenish them. As we have no regular suppliers at this time, you may procure the items from wherever you deem fit. We shall set about it at once. The first step will be to seek out sources for that which we require. Yet why procure from just anyone when we already have an eminently capable artisan among us? Lynn, your skills are known far and wide. You'll be most assured were you to consent to being our supplier. Wonderful. With you providing them, we can look forward to necessities of the highest quality. On that subject, are you perchance familiar with the House of Splendors? The consortium has recently come to Ishgard and operates a stall just outside the infirmary. Should you require materials for your work, you would do well to seek them out. Yay, the House of Splendors. Ooh. Custom deliveries unlocked. Charlemagne the Durandare. Nice. Right. And since we do actually have the ability to get all these things, let's go into timers, go into custom deliveries, set of 6 allowances, and let's see, patient necessities, which requires patient necessity components. Makes sense. I'm gonna need 3 of those. Is my mouse suddenly... Did I change the CPI again? I don't know. Oh fuck man, I'm always paranoid, you guys. Like, lately I've been just constantly paranoid about so many things. It's ridiculous. I think I may be reaching insanity at this point. Da-da-dum. I don't actually know what fates would give you, or fets. Like, it may just be XP though, but I don't know. It could also give you like skyward points, but I have absolutely no idea. So we level up one of my crafters again. The entire freaking tutorial on how this works. Get it each freaking time, it's tedious as hell. Is it true we have enough daily necessities now? That we do, and we owe it to our industrious friend. Wonderful! Now our patients have everything they need. Thank you so much, Lynn. So much indeed. I must confess I was surprised to see how much is needed simply to provide our patients with a basic level of comfort. All these things need replacing too, so we'll need to keep making more, just like we do at the orphanage. Truly, you make everything you need by yourselves? Well, sure, most things anyway. I mean, who else is going to do it for us? Same with the cleaning, we did it ourselves too. Ooh, I know, next time I'll teach you how to clean. Dusting and mopping and all that. We have to do these things regularly after all. Cleanliness is next to healthiness. I should be grateful for your tutelage, child. I'm pretty sure I went like more with an old man voice with Charlemagne earlier, but I kind of like this more like posh direction. Such devotion to her duty. I accept your satisfaction. Aids able associates. Right. There we go. Ah. There's more. Oh. Allow me to thank you for replenishing the daily necessities. It shall keep us good for a good while. And with Charlemagne tutoring Melee while managing our stores, my fellow nurses and I found our burdens greatly lightened. All of which is to say, you're doing well. That being the case, I have a mind to task you with replenishing and managing our medicinal supplies as well. Do you think you will be up to the task? Yes, Mariette, just leave it to us. Yeah. You heard it, Charlemagne? We're in charge of medical supplies now. 'Tis a testament to your dedication. Let us keep up our fine form. Lynn, there are none who we trust more to provide what we need. We would rely upon you once more. Right. And now I can go and just do the next one. Well, that's going to be it for this little recording. I will meet you guys back here once, well, we've reached the next week. I'm going to wait with unlocking this one. And basically my idea, because I can only do 2 full custom deliveries per week. So there's no point in me unlocking a 3rd one just for it to be there and then for me not to remember what they sound like. So I'll just be finishing Adgarag, then I'm gonna unlock this guy over here. And I will keep going with Charlemagne and the other guy, and depending on how I'm gonna be going with the patches, because there's also gonna be 2 more people unlocked during the course of the Stormblood patches, because of course. There's a lot of custom deliveries in this particular thing that I can't think of. Anyway, I'll be right back. Right, we are back with another custom delivery check-in at Charlemagne. Give him all of the stuff. Yep. While I have hiccups. So, taking Lynn's contributions into account, how long will the supplies last? If we add that to what we already have, that should give us 3 weeks. Correct yet again. Your numbers have improved in leaps and bounds. That's thanks to your lessons. You make it easy and fun to learn. Oh, and I've learned how to dress a wound as well. Mariette taught me. Melee is truly a fast learner. It doubtless stems from her fervent desire to help others. While I do not want for the self-same desire, the old hound that I am, it is all I can do to keep up. And that's it. Wow. You know what? I do like it though, and it's just nice and simple. Simple, nice, short. There's still much work to be done if he's to atone for past negligence and provide a shining example for the future of Ishgard. To that end, Charlemagne has a new favor to ask of you. Oh, there's more quests. Right. I took the liberty of inspecting our inventory, and I'm pleased to say that all is in good order. The 2 of you are doing a fine job of managing the medical supplies. That's because Charlemagne's been teaching me my numbers. I certainly see you teaching Melee often of late. A more zealous tutor one would be hard-pressed to find. Yes, well, one might say it is a force of habit. I have a nephew, you see, a boy of an age with Melee, and I dare say I see him in her. As my brother passed and the firstborn lost, I took him under my wing as my successor, teaching him such knowledge as he needs to one day lead our knights in battle against the dragons. Yet now that the Dragonsong War has ended, we must dedicate ourselves not to the taking of life, but the bettering of it. However, not all our countrymen have embraced change, and as a father figure to my nephew, I felt that I must needs practice that which I preach. Leading by example, I wish to give him a glimpse of a new Ishgard, one where there is no highborn or lowborn, Just fellowish guardians, striving together for a better tomorrow. But I must confess that I do not have only the interest of the patients to mind, or in mind. It was wrong of me not to disclose this fact from the first, and I beg your forgiveness. No apologies are necessary, Charlemont. Whatever your reasons, you've been naught but an asset to the infirmary. You and Mary both. Thus do I have a mind to entrust the two of you with even more responsibilities. Many of our patients have debilitating injuries and are in need of rehabilitation. I want you to assist them in their efforts. This is an important task, one that requires you to work closely with the patients. Now, rehabilitation demands a variety of sophisticated equipment, such that can only be provided by skilled artisans. To wit, Lynn, we must turn to you once more. Okay, and there it is. Alright, and yeah, I'm just gonna... We're just gonna keep on going, although the next one that you guys will see of this will be after the graphics update, so stuff's gonna look different in the next clip. Anyway, BRB. Okay, I'm back for more Charlemont. With the graphics update, of course. Which changes everything. Or in any case, a lot. Have my goodies. And give me rewards for them, please. Have you heard, Lynn? Mariette's going to teach us how to help our patients. With the rehabilitation, that is. What's wrong? You have a stomachache or something? No, nothing of the sort. It's just I can't help but worry whether I will be able to assist our patients appropriately. What if they do not improve, or worse yet, end up suffering more pain? You could try and imagine you're hurting in the same places. That way you'd know how they feel and can help them better. Besides, we'll be there too, me and Lynn, so don't worry. Everything will be fine. Yes, you have the right of it. I shall do as you say, and imagine their pain as mine own. Come, let us have Mariette instruct us at once. Aide's ardent ally. Charlemont's overjoyed with your efforts. And yet there's still much work to be done if he is to atone for past negligence and provide a shining example for the future Fishguard. To that end, Charlemont has a new favour to ask of you. And then we have the quest, of course. If you're ready, I shall explain how to assist our patients in their rehabilitation. I'm ready, Mariette. There you are, Uncle. Oh, there you go. Small child. Angry small child. Ronantane, what are you doing here? I'm here to bring you back to your senses. Since returning from abroad, you've turned your back on your hard-boned peers, choosing instead to consort with lone-born rabble. And if that weren't unseemly enough, it transpires that you are working at an infirmary used by commoners. Your actions threaten to erode the standing that we nobles have had for generations. You've taught me everything I know, Uncle. You've taught me to follow in your footsteps, and I want it not more than to do you proud. But now I scarcely recognize you. Whatever has happened to the man I respected, wherever he has gone, I want him back. My apologies for the commotion. Please continue. Are you certain? Are you certain, Charlemont? Should you not attend to your nephew first? Bleh. Nay, this is a family matter, and I will not have it disrupt our work. I shall have words with my nephew afterwards. He looks so sad and lonely. I'm going after him. Come with me, Lynn. By the way, that is how I noticed that it was a Shadowbringer quest, because it plays the Shadowbringer quest jingle. I guess I can just run over there. Over there! I'm a funny man. At least I can be. There's a possibility of a funny here and there. There he is, Lynn. Rodantane. That's Lord Rodantane to you. Oh, yourself. Don't you know there's no more highborn and lowborn? We're all just its guardians now. Your uncle himself said so. But never mind that now. You have to make up with him, you know, your uncle. You do like him, don't you? That's none of your business. But you have the right of it. Since my father died in the war, my uncle has treated me as his own son. There's no one I admire more, but of late I struggle to understand him. Might be as you don't understand him, but your uncle's a good man. And you have to cherish the family you've got. So come on, let's go back to the infirmary. Ah, fine, I'll return, but do not think for a moment that it is because you said so. The game looks so good now. I mean, the game already looked fine for me personally, but the differences are noticeable. Like, just look at this ether right over here. There's Ethernet chart. Just look at it. Forgive me, Lynn, merely. It was not my wish to embroil you in family affairs. Not only do you keep the company of commoners, you would even bow to them? We are of the noble blood of the Knights 12. Surely you've not forgotten this. Listen well, my dear boy. While it is important to uphold tradition and honor our ancestors, I have come to see that it is wrong to look down upon others simply on account of their birth. Besides, as you two should know, it has since been revealed that all Ishgardians are descended from the Knights 12. This makes all of us equal according to our very own traditions. After centuries upon centuries of the privileged standing we nobles have enjoyed, it is no easy thing to accept change. But the age where one's birth determines one's worth has ended, and change will come, whether we will it or no. Hereon, 'tis our deeds that shall speak for us, that shall dictate our place in the world. To use an analogy, when you are exhausted after combat training, what is it that you desire? That would be rest, I suppose, and perhaps some sweets with tea. In like manner, at the end of a 1,000-year war, the people of Ishgard yearn for the sweetness of stability. But stability would not manifest of its own accord. Nay, hard work is necessary to bring it about. So I ask you, in an age such as this, whom would you respect more? A man who sits idly by waiting for the sweets to appear at his table? Or a man who busies himself in an effort to see everyone served? I would respect the latter, the man who would see everyone served. As you should, my boy. And I know none who serves more diligently than young Mei Li here, who places the needs of the patients above all else. Learning from her fine example, I too am striving to be a man who serves others. In this way do I hope to set my own example for you, my heir. You're doing this for me? This came to me in the course of my analogy, but I understand that the rehabilitation process can be trying upon body and mind both. Might we not likewise treat our patients to sweets and tea? I believe it would serve to lift their spirits as they work towards recovery. Oh, what a great idea! We had high tea once at the orphanage and it was really fun. A high tea shouldn't tax the patients. Very well, let's do it. Lynn, as before, we would be grateful if you could provide us with the items we require. I gotcha. You ought to give us a hand too, Rodantane. Mariette. Rodantane doesn't work here, but it's alright if he helps, right? Just this once, I believe an exception can be made. Brr, 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 brr. One would forget that I'm playing Stormblood. I know I do. Whenever I go back to Lynn, it's like, wait a minute. This ain't right. Alright. I'm gonna go and get the remaining 3 of these, and then I'm gonna go and unlock the next one. So, anyway, I'll be right back for a Charlemagne. Alright, I'm back after another week where I'm doing this on the last day that I could, because, well, I forgot about it. Anyway, let us finish off Charlemagne's custom deliveries by giving him some high tea. There we go. Right. If you can hear anything in the background, I do have a window opened up, so you may be able to hear outside noise. But I need the fresh air. How are you feeling? Enjoying yourself? I am, I must say. Never thought it could be so pleasant at an infirmary. Thank you, Mario. Or May. Mariette is her name, yeah. Dare say the event is a success. We owe it to the 2 of you for conceiving of it and providing what was required. Full glad am I to see our patients so enjoying themselves. Long as many of them must stay here, what little additional comfort we can provide goes a long way. And as an unexpected benefit. You helped with the preparations as well, did you not? Thank you, Ronantane. You have a good heart. Well, I scarcely did anything. It served to break down the barriers to which my nephew had climbed. Man, if I was playing Alim right now, I would be so in place, surrounded by all these Elezen. Satisfaction up! Connections to an 8 attentive angel. Through reference to the patience of Sir Vendros Grace have never enjoyed better conditions. It seems, however, a Charlemagne has a different sort of favour to ask of you. Okay. Although the event unfolds smoothly by participating in it, my nephew has begun to warm to the idea of a new Ishgard. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Going forward, 'tis my intent to host high teas on a regular basis, meaning we will continue to require the relevant supplies. I hope you will keep obliging us, Lynn, with those items as well as the usual necessities. Really like working here, don't you? If truth be told, I had not expected to enjoy myself so. I never would have known this were it not for you and Lynn. And with matters at home laid to rest, I may continue doing my part here with an easy heart. I trust that you will continue to be at my side, May, as a fellow aide and mentor both. Oh, you can count on it. It's great fun working together, and I learned so much from you as well. And you, Lynn, we are indebted to you more than words can well express. You have done us all. You have done all of us at Sir Vendros Grace a great service, and I pray that you will continue to lend your expertise. Lend us your expertise. I'm sorry, dude. Speaking of which, there's one favor I had been meaning to ask of you. Though I have been disguising myself, leastwise that was my intent, I have failed to fool a single person. As such, I shall shed with disguises, and strive instead to dress in a manner that would better endear myself to citizens and patients both. Whenever you have a spare moment, I would greatly appreciate your insights on outfits. Meaning you can now glamour him. Just like all the other ones. Nice. Alright, so that's it for Charlemagne. So anyway, this will be an episode probably, or maybe a part of an episode. I do not know. I'm very confused. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If this was an episode, I hope you enjoyed it. This episode of Little Daylights, where we played Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we are going to go and deal with the final custom deliveries that I currently have available to me before I start the patches, because there's going to be 2 more custom deliveries NPCs in Stormblood patches, and something else that's pretty dang big on a weekly basis. So we're not out of the woods yet. Anyway, goodbye.